Okay. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's a good method to start the fight half over. Consume one of those. A real smart version of me would have buffed in the fight, but I'm gonna die right now. See, fuck. And if you do enough damage, you kind of stagger the ape. See, I got like half back, so I only use the pellet. So, what you're probably going to want to do is basically, if you see the big headless ape raise up one hand to the sky, you're going to want to use like you're going to want to deflect that attack. But to have an easier window, use the umbrella, which costs spirit emblems. If you don't have any emblems, then try to deflect it or just block it outright. When you do land that, switch to the spear and try to drag the centipede out. If not, if that doesn't work for you, use the flame vent and just hold the blast down and just push yourself back. That way you get distance to avoid the shout, because usually they shout. But if not, use the long spark on the mate and you can pretty much stun her consistently. And you can pretty much take her out of the fight. I gotta jump. I have to jump there. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. And also, one more thing, the long spark has kind of a cooldown on it, like a hidden cooldown mechanic, where you can't just spam it on the ape, and it won't work like that. Jump. See, when he does that, you're gonna want to deflect that 100% of the time, and you'll be fine. Like you'll be good. You'll be Gucci. You'll be just absolutely Gucci. Just try and damage the female as much as you can to bring her health low. That way posture goes up quicker. And keep your distance, do a lot of running, you know. The headless ape has a lot of sweeps and aerials attacks, like that. Oh, I didn't get the wrong spot. See how much it filled up with just one attack, which is good. Get him to one side and try to get him to the other side. You can separate them as much as you can. That's that. I mean, she's dead, right? So now you're going to want to have the spear or the umbrella equipped, because you're going to want to do a lot of that dragging maneuver if you ever get the chance. I mean, sometimes the ape just will never allow you to do it. Always get some good distance between you and them. And remember the aqua shipper, so now I'm going to pop. Okay. If you can, try and get behind it when it does this. That way you can get some free damage in. Get behind it when it does that. And don't be afraid to get some distance between it and you. See, I just staggered. So I'm just going to do a quick cleave. And I'm going to run the hell out of there. Also, drink from the model, if you can, to improve your resistance to the terror. And see, it doesn't really always consistently do the big slam move that you want, so jump back, definitely. See, that's block him right there, and then do this and drag. And you see how I pulled the centipede out and how much damage that did, and that will herald the end of the fight. That's not so tough, was it? Memory. Headless ape. The battle memory of an extraordinary foe lingering in the mind of the wolf. Convene with a sculptor's idol and confront memories of the battle to permanently increase attack power. The headless guardian ape was a colossal beast plagued with the power of the undying. Prayer bead. And you get 2 beads. You get one for her and one for him. And you can kind of see the centipede is just kind of lifelessly thrashing about, you know, it's in its death throes. It's pretty cool that it lingers, like it's gonna get back up, and you're like, oh, is it gonna get back up? Well, you know, I'm pretty sure he's pretty well fucked. Boom. And no, he's not getting back up after that. He is dead. 100%. And you get the pistol ninjutsu. It says, ninjutsu technique that wreathes a blade in the victim's blood, extending its reach. Cause spirit emblems to use. Activated after a backstab death blow. The wolf discovered this technique upon beheading a foe with the mortal blade, forming a cursed sword from spilled blood. Though it bears likeness to the mortal blade, it cannot kill the undying. So, and with that, that concludes the double ape fight, which is a very high octane fight. And if you once you beat the guardian ape, you're kind of like, you're set. You have like all the skills you need to defeat these two. I do wish, however, that they had included something to do with the finger whistle, that you could like somehow drive the female insane, but it doesn't really seem to work. The best options are the 4 weapons I showed you: the flame vent, the long spark, the leaping flame, and the loaded umbrella. Any one will work, but I have the magnets, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I have, if you want to see, I have 16 vitality and I have 7 attack power, so that helps, you know, to buff up as much as you can, and of course using the sugars. And with that, I can enhance my physical attributes. And my attack power. The battle memory of an extraordinary foe, although distant, recollection of such a memory provided sustenance for the wolf. At one time the guardian ape shared its den with a mate, but he alone became infested, while the other passed away. Now even the flowers offered in tribute to her passing have withered to dust. It's kind of sad.